zawadi nono kutoka mbinguni. Nakuwaza mabebe, nikikuwaza usiku silali. Nikikuona na wengine nachikwa na wivu. Naomba unipe namba yako nikuvutie waya, nikupeleke Java tunywe kahawa tukizuba duba duba.
Mughali wanjewe Shianwa shanda hurula hunyasahe Ndahuyanza mabebe Shianwa shanda hurula hunyasahe Nikikuona na wengine nashikwa na wivu. Naomba unipe namba yako nikuvutie waya, nikupeleke Java tunywe kahawa tukizuba duba duba.
Zunguka zunguzukane nikitafuta kama wewe, nina feel so nice, unanipa mi amani. Bele baby, sioni tia bila wewe.
Nikikuona na wengine nashikwa na wivu. Naomba unipe namba yako nikuvutie waya, nikupeleke Java tunywe kahawa bebe tukizuba duba duba.
Mazowi manana Adonangae utana lolana Kanisa kayo sherinanga Soki yote nanzangaka Hongi mpenzi, nikikuona na wengine nashikwa na wivu. Naomba unipe namba yako nikuvutie waya, nikupeleke Java tunywe kahawa tukizuba duba duba.
Yeah. Oh, the great sounds of Ogutu with their first single ever. The song is Lazizi. Play right here on Icon Radio, your number one station that plays you the very best of Kenyan and African music. How you doing? This is the day you've been waiting for. And if you're an entrepreneur, of course, this is the time you've been waiting for Money Mondays. My name is Kang'ethe Njoroge, and thank you so much for tuning in for this show. It's going to be such a great show. We'll be discussing the art of money and coming from the lessons from the streets. And my guest for the show is definitely in the house. His name is Vicent Ogutu, and he's gonna be letting us know more about what he has learned from the street, interviewing entrepreneurs in different segments of the street. Now, introducing Vicent Ogutu. So Vicent Ogutu is the founder of Entrepreneurs Corner. What's up, my people from Entrepreneurs Corner? I know that you definitely tune into the show. An online entrepreneur ecosystem. He is the chairman of Fortiliza Investments Limited and a business coach under Volvo. That's valuable observations. He is an avid writer who shares his thoughts with brutal honesty. He's written a very amazing book. One among other books. The book is called Lesson from the Streets, The Art of Money. And we'll be discussing this and how he decided to write this book, and what are the lessons he learned as he was writing this book. So please pop up the volume, get yourself some coffee, get yourself ready, because it's gonna be magical. We go back to the music. When we come back, Vincent is here to tell us more about entrepreneurship from the streets.
This is for the lovers in the house. Tafuta penzi lako, mshike kwa mikono, mwangalie ndani ya macho, mpeleke kando na umwambie commit a crime and I'll be your defender. Overpower me so that I surrender. I wish I could be your saliva, so that I could taste your lips whenever. I envy your hipster, vile inakushika kwa kwa kweli manzi umebarikiwa, ndio maana tunaimba hallelujah. I wish I could be your shoe, I would have such a beautiful view. And if I was the slit on your dress, my goal in life would be to aim for the highest. If only I could be your body lotion, I would walk with undivided devotion. Kila siku nakufikiria, ndio maana nasinzia nikikuwaza, miaka rudi miaka nenda, nasinzia nikikuwaza, kila siku ya kalenda, nasinzia nikikuwaza. Chochote utafanya nitafuata, nitachora 8 ukichora 7. And I promise I will never be a player. You're my red card, no longer middle fielder. Be my wife and I'll be your bogey bender. And let no man try to lay asunder, na wakijaribu kutulei asanda, Mungu moja nitawapiga ngeta. Na kama ungekuwa ngoma, ningependa kukuwa amplifier. I will amplify and equalizer, paka hata matiuta sitachuna. Nasinzia nikikuwaza, miaka rudi miaka nenda, nasinzia nikikuwaza, kila siku ya kalenda.
there with a song. Hey, what's the name of this song? It's Radio and Icon Radio, #1 station for great African hits and, of course, Kenyan hits. Stand by for Mama by Avril coming in next. But before that, let us delve deep into what we're talking about here. I have Vicent Ogutu with me. I don't know if you've just joined us. Vincent is the founder of Entrepreneurs Corner, an online entrepreneur ecosystem. He's also the chairman of Fortliza Investment Limited, a business coach, and a Vovo, Valuable Observations. He's commonly known, Vovo as Vincent is commonly known as an entrepreneurship expert who has passion for mentoring and coaching entrepreneurs. To enable the visionary and determined entrepreneurs to achieve their full potential. He has mentored for Tony Elimilu Entrepreneurs Program for the last 5 years. 6 of his mentees have received over $5,000 in financial grant. 2 of the 6 mentees are Tanzanians, 2 Nigerians, and 1 Ghanaian, as well as 1 Kenyan. He is the author of the book Lessons from the Street, The Art of Money. This is his 6th book. He has previously written Who Are the Top Billionaires in Africa, which won the African Christian Authors Book Award in 2022 in the business and finance category. Sasa mmesikia the people. The person who we have in the studio now runs up for Vincent. Way. How are you?
I'm fine.
Thank you so much for accepting to come for the show.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
Great.
You're feeling great?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. Before we get into the lessons that you learned when you're writing this book and interviewing all these entrepreneurs, tell us, who is Vicent Ogutu?
Vicent Ogutu is a curious Kenyan who was enrolled in the University of Lifelong Learning.
University of Lifelong Learning.
Yes. Because there are a lot of things that you can learn from your environment, from people.
Yes.
And you can actually see trends.
Mm-hmm.
So Vicent Ogutu is just a curious Kenyan who is always willing to share what he's curious about.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. You're curious about, how did you start or how did you come up with being a business coach and an author? Is it something that you always wanted to do? Is it something that has been in your heart for long? How did you get there?
This takes me back to more than 20 years back.
More than 20 years back.
When I went into employment.
Yes.
And I had a discussion with myself that I will work for 2 years and then go into business. And that 2 years never matured.
What?
Yes. 2 years never matured. Because again, you start realizing that not many businesses that have been started succeed.
Yeah.
So I became curious. What makes other people succeed in business and others fail? So that one drove me into entrepreneurship. And I actually wanted to start studying entrepreneurship more than 20 years ago. Unfortunately, there was no course on entrepreneurship in Mombasa where I was working.
Okay.
So it would have forced me to come back to Nairobi.
So hold up. What were you doing before all this? What were you working in?
I worked as a medical representative, selling pharmaceutical formulations, which we would call drugs. Yeah, but not hashish or cocaine. Yes, hospital drugs that are actually prescribed by the doctors.
Is that what you trained for?
I trained as a chemist. It's interesting.
Hold up, what? You're a chemist.
I'm a trained chemist. Yeah, who can formulate chemicals, who can combine chemicals, and pull them apart.
I left chemistry at titration.
Them. Yes.
I left chemistry at titration. I was like,
everything is chemistry. You will be surprised that everything in the world is chemistry. From paints,
yes,
the foodstuffs that we eat, you can actually analyze them and come up with the individual chemicals that actually formulate them.
Yes.
From the fabric that we wear, all that is chemistry. Even buildings. Did you know that any flour that is being made, they take a sample of that mortar for analysis, just to ensure that quality control is actually working? That's chemistry. So you can never run out.
You can never run away from chemistry. The way here
it's part
was,
of life.
The way here was like, why are teachers doing this to us? Why? Why all this titration? I didn't know that you can use chemistry your entire life.
There's something I've discovered about people who have studied chemistry. Do you know the CEO of Apollo Insurance?
Yes.
He studied chemistry.
Oh, Mr. Ashok.
Yes.
Yeah, he's my friend. He's a very good friend of mine.
He's in something else. And he's doing it with excellence.
Yes.
Chemistry teaches you excellence.
Yes.
I'll give you another example. Bismarck.
Bismarck CEO. Eunice.
Minor.
Yes.
Yes.
She
studied chemistry and mathematics. She's in something else. So chemistry teaches you to be curious and try and come up with solutions.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, interesting. So you studied chemistry. You went into selling pharmaceuticals. And then what happened?
After working for about 10 years, it was a great career. I decided to change direction or the trajectory of my life.
Yes.
And I went into pharmaceutical exports. I managed to visit and work in a number of countries in Africa, open up new markets. And then you realize that there's always this calling that you are
never leaves you.
You are not realizing your potential.
Yes.
There's still a gap.
Yeah.
Why are other people succeeding in business? That question still lingered.
Kept on.
Yeah, it kept
on pestering you.
Yes. So when I changed jobs and started working for another medical services provider, now not selling pharmaceuticals, but selling services, I enrolled for a master's in entrepreneurship to try and answer this question: why do other businesses succeed and others fail? I'm still studying. I've never stopped.
You're still studying.
I'm still studying.
Okay.
With very interesting results.
Yes. I can't wait to see that. Like, I've just bought your book. I'm yet to read it, but I'm sure you're gonna give us a bit of snippet of what is in the book.
Sure.
So with your interest and that stubborn idea refusing to get off your mind, did you study anything on entrepreneurship before you gave in?
Yes, I read quite a number of these self-help books.
Yes.
Starting off with The Richest Man in Babylon.
I love that book.
Interesting book.
I love that
then
book.
I read Kiyosaki.
Yes.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Yes.
And then you start realizing that, wait a bit, this same economy that other people are complaining about,
struggling.
other people are having it easy and nice.
Yeah.
But not that they're actually having it easy and nice. They're working extremely hard.
Yeah.
And they're cracking. So it's a choice that an individual has to make. So I decided I'll not be those people who are crying. I'll be on the other side. And that's when I'm on the other side, I'll help those who want their businesses to thrive.
But it's a choice.
Yes, it's a choice.
It's a choice you make.
It's a choice
you want to succeed or not.
Yes. Life doesn't care. Life doesn't care.
Yes.
If you do what successful people do, you'll be like them. It's a choice you make.
Yeah.
Delayed gratification, taking calculated risks, solving problems, all the things that these successful people do. If you do them, you will succeed.
Yeah.
But if you choose to play it safe, that is the worst blunder you can ever make in life.
Yeah, one of the nice quotes I've seen on your book is you can have everything in life you want if you will help enough other people get what they want. Again, you can have everything in life you want if you will just help enough other people get what they want. That's exactly right there. That's a very strong statement right there.
You'll be surprised that the human needs have never changed for the last 2,000 years. We still need food, housing, and clothing.
Yes.
Have they changed?
No, they haven't.
No, you need to ask yourself.
Yeah.
With your skills, where can you fit? And what can you provide people with? Because when we talk about food, food is very diverse. You can choose to be a farmer. You can choose to be a restaurant owner.
Yes.
You can choose to be a service provider
Yes.
within that ecosystem,
ecosystem.
of providing food. So if you provide people with what they need, they
Yes.
will reward you with cash.
Oh, if you provide people what they need,
Yes.
they will reward you with cash. Okay, all right. And so, after you went to school and got a bit of education about entrepreneurship, but then you've written almost 6 other books in probably that area. What motivated you to start writing?
I started writing by accident. What many people don't know is that I was very poor in grammar.
You don't sound.
Yes, I was very poor in grammar.
Uh-huh.
I was made to believe that grammar and me is like water and petrol or oil. They will never meet. Will never mix. So and that drove me to run away from the arts, the history and the literature, because I would have been a lawyer had I gone the other direction.
Yes.
So I chose, since this grammar thing
It's
seems
not
to be
working for
bringing
you.
problems, let me try the sciences.
Do you think it was a perception that probably you
It
had
was
in
a
your
perception.
mind?
It was a perception. Then what happened when I was doing my Form 4 exams, which I've never forgotten till today? I wanted to be a medical doctor. Actually, missed the medical school by 1 point. Yes. But what happened during the practical? You remember the biology, we used to have practicals. One of the examiners messed with the sample. There were actually 2 types of bones, and it's like they had swapped them. And when they came to correct, I had 10 minutes to the end of the exam. You can imagine.
Yeah.
And then that was not the only thing that happened. Another thing that happened is that there was this specimen that you would observe under a microscope. And I don't know what happened with the person who was there before, because when I came, I could not see anything. And I told myself, I made a very cautious decision.
Yes.
From that exam. I knew it was going to mess me, but not much. That I will not do anything with a microscope. So I went to the university.
Yes.
And we were registering for courses. I registered for geology. And I was told that there are thousands of microscopes.
Yeah.
I tore
your
the
registration.
application. Yes. Then I picked a fresh one and went and registered for double mathematics and chemistry. Now I decided, okay, if I cannot be a lawyer, I cannot be a doctor because of this microscope thing, let me do more interesting things that have nothing to do with the microscope. What is interesting is that some things you can never run away from.
Yeah.
In chemistry, we had something similar to the microscopes.
And like I've been waiting for you to tell me that you didn't. There wasn't something like that.
Yeah, they're there.
Yeah.
They're there.
So you didn't run away from
and very funny things. But they are interesting.
Yeah.
If you understand them, they are very interesting. So I majored in chemistry.
Yes. Okay. So you majored in chemistry. You finished. Then you decided
I
that
finished.
you
I decided to work as a pharmaceutical medical representative.
Yes.
And I traveled in quite a number of countries. It's a very interesting profession.
Yes.
Both in terms
Gives
of
you
the
a lot of
training,
exposure.
the remuneration was good, and you'll travel because you'll have those annual sales conferences in different countries. So I've traveled to more than 20 countries.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And most of it, I paid nothing.
I want to travel like you, I want to travel like you.
Give people what they want.
Yes,
They
I will
want
travel. Great stuff. And then after that,
I worked for about 10 years, and I decided no. Once you read some books, you get challenged. I was in a rat race, so I decided I was not a rat. So I decided to consciously work towards my potential. Yes.
Tell me about that rat race. I think a lot of people are definitely in that rat race where you want to. I think what I think about the rat race is you are fighting to be on the top, like the rest of your colleagues, your friends, people who you're born up with or you look up to. You want to get to that top. and it's never, that top never fails.
It never fails.
Yeah.
What is interesting is once you're in a rat race, you never know that you're actually in a rat race because you think that you're working harder to become better. But you'll always discover that there's somebody else who is better than you.
Yes.
There's somebody who has done things better than you. But if you are to flip it and start working with your potential,
yeah,
you can actually achieve much, much, much more.
When you start working for your potential.
When you're working with your potential.
Your own rat race.
Yes, your own rat race. You say, okay, this is what I want.
Yes.
When you reach it, you increase the target.
Yeah.
Or you have new goals. Every now, because as Aristotle says that a human being is a goal-setting animal. Without goals, we are nothing. So have your own goals and work towards them. You'll become a better person and you'll feel more fulfilled.
How do you get out of the rat race? Is it a mind change?
It's actually a mindset change. Realizing that you cannot be like everybody else. You have to be yourself. And within yourself...
And you have your own race.
Yes.
Yes.
What are your talents? What problems can you help solve in the world that people will reward you with cash?
Handsomely.
Yes.
Yes.
So, having read broadly, having interacted with mentors and other coaches, you realize that, okay, it's true. I can run my own race.
Yes.
So I started entrepreneurship with the goal of finding out why other businesses succeed and others fail.
Yes.
And in the process, you become a business coach because people start coming to you. Initially, I used to do it for free. Nowadays, I charge.
Yeah.
And it pays bills.
Yeah, it does pay
It
bills.
pays.
How hard is it to change and to transition from something that you've known for years to something different? Was it hard for you?
It was not that hard. You know, once you're in the sales environment, you're always looking for customers. The only difference is now you're looking for customers for yourself.
Yes.
And not for somebody else.
I feel like everybody needs a sales.
Yes, you need that sales
training.
Yes. However basic, you need that sales training.
Yeah.
That helps you to create relationships.
Yeah.
Because business is about creating relationships. Not so much about money. It's so much about creating relationships with the people you serve. And satisfied customers will refer you to other people.
Yes.
And you will keep becoming better because you're giving people what they want.
Yes.
And they reward you. Actually, there's a Jewish quote I read somewhere that money is evidence of value created. So if you don't have money, it means that there's no value that you are creating.
Okay. Interesting.
And if you interrogate it more deeply, it is actually true.
Yeah. That if you don't have money, it's because you're not giving anyone any value.
Yes.
Hey. Okay.
Because even the watchman at the gate, there's a value
that they're creating. Yeah.
Any person in employment,
yes,
there's a value that they are creating.
All right. Have your questions ready? I'm here with Ogutu, Mr. Ogutu, until 8 p.m. We've just started. The show is just on the road. Let's go back to the music Mama by Avril playing right now. When we come back, of course, we get deep into lessons from the streets.
asisikia la mkuu kuvunjika guu. But mama, uliniambia pia ulipitia chenye mimi napitia. Ati dad hakuwa choice ya kina shosho, lakini mmekuwa pamoja, mmejengana. Dad, don't worry, I'll always be a little girl. I'll always be a little girl. Oh mama, oh daddy, please let us be. Oh mama, oh daddy, please let us be. Oh mama, oh daddy, please let us be.
Yeah. Wazee wako jamaa itabidi wapatie heshima. Kuzaliwa mwezi mmoja na mzee Gandhi na mashujaa wengine wengi tu zaidi, ndoto kujisaidia kuepukana na mtaa, heshima kwa mtaa ikamjenga kuwa star. California mtaa moja bala mali master, uzaliwa tu kila saa kuhama aende wapi kale, bado iko kwa hiyo moyo ndani genge, familia jo kuingia Kenya mzima mziki kuisikia kama kuzaunga kanza pole pole, baada ya hita kapa baada ya kolera kupanda kila kukikucha, wengine kando wanajaribu kumchuja, kujiangalia mbele ya kioo kwa ukuta, mgenge ndio amekuwa mzee wa nyumba. Heshima kwa mtaa kwa mkatulikata heshima, wagenge wanatambaa. 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 Muziki kwangu ni kaa kucheza tu chess, kachi songa kwanza na all the best. Karibu tena kwa mchezo ya genge, masoja wako wote pia walete sacrifice. Masoja mine miss jawai ndio wananipa tu nikuwe high, ya mine pekee inatesa, kunifikia mtaweza. Maspike kibao musikia jo mkiongea, hakuna ulipia bila, hakuna mtegemea isipokuwa mafanzo wangu naitaga wa genge. Bila hao singewaipanda hizi ndege, maisha ishageuka squeeze pandagia kamba. Yes ndio maana nitaga the Godfather, kimziki ukipenda nite bona mea, bling ya wozi wa meza si unamezea. Heshima kwa mtaa kwa mkatulikata heshima, wagenge wanatambaa. 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 Kila kikucha ndevu mpya inatoka, twazidi kuanza kutafuta njia kuo moka, au sema ya tatu ni bati fiti. Kwangu ni foundation ndio namaliza smiti, nimekaa chini leo nikabonga na best yangu fulani, akanisho yuko na mimi kila mahali, kwa hivyo nsikuwe na wasiwasi nsitie shaka, watakubali bado jo huko hii mwaka. Mafia ni moja mwaga na mheshimu, akisema nile machungwa na lambaka ndimu, simpigia gisimu siwezi jaribu, mupata na place fulani tu mausiku, kitu fani aniongeleshaga anipagi ganji, alinipa kitu muhimu zaidi ya kipaji. Mafia ni god wangu memweka mbele, ndio maana nitaga Godfather wa genge. Heshima kwa mtaa kwa mkatulikata heshima, wagenge wanatambaa. Heshima kwa mtaa kwa mkatulikata heshima, wagenge wanatambaa. Heshima kwa mtaa kwa mkatulikata heshima, wagenge wanatambaa. Heshima kwa mtaa kwa mkatulikata heshima, wagenge wanatambaa.
right there, the song Heshma. And this song goes out to Phil, who is saying, why are we playing a lot of love songs and it's not Valentine's yet? Yani, Valentine's is every day here at Icon Radio. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Money Mondays. Hang out with me, Kang'ethe Njoroge. I have Vicent Ogutu in the house, the writer of Lessons from the Streets, The Art of Money, and also a business coach at Vovo. And that's why everybody calls him Vovo. That's very interesting. He also wrote an amazing book, his second book called Who Are the Top Billionaires in Africa? And I think that one is a must get. Yeah. And I've been perusing through the book. One of the things that I saw in the first chapter, I'm going to read it through. So majority of the population laments that life has become extremely difficult economically, socially, and politically. The harsh reality faced by many is the likelihood of the current bad situation becoming worse. Definitely. How then do the few who have their act together succeed in these situations of extreme uncertainty? I mean, during COVID, we saw a lot of millionaires, even when there was a lot of uncertainty. So what do you have? That's a very big question. What do you have? It's like the Bible story about...
what do you have in terms of your gift?
Yes.
And your talent.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a gift and you're able to craft programs or things that are aligned to your talent,
yes,
you can actually go places.
Yes.
And there are quite a number of examples. They might take long,
yeah,
but eventually
they will.
Be there.
They will be
You
there.
probably look at any successful musician. When they started, people will tell them, you go to school, wachana na hii mambo ya muziki. Yeah.
Yes.
Or the people who are doing comedy, who
yes,
are probably interested in drama.
Yes.
Drama. Talala nja.
Yeah.
What is happening today? The guys who used their talent are actually more liquid.
And who stuck to
They
their
stuck
talents?
to their talents.
Yes.
Whether it is singing, whether it is football,
yeah,
whether it is trading.
Yeah.
You know, there are people who are gifted in trading. They will even start at primary school.
yeah,
Yeah. You give them anything, they will be able to
they'll
sell.
be able to sell.
But the environment conditions people differently. We wachana na mambo ya pesa, utakuwa mkora.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ukipenda pesa sana.
Yeah, ukipenda pesa sana utakuwa
Yeah.
mkora.
Yeah,
But
ma.
education is not for everyone. You can self-educate yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
For me, I believe, which is slightly radical as much as I'm doing my doctorate, good education is up to Form 4. Any
Just
person
basic.
should strive
Yeah.
to reach Form 4.
Yes.
So that when you're given a check,
You know how to write it.
you know how to read the figures and the words
yes.
concur, so that it doesn't bounce. You'll even know if the data has been written well. That's good enough.
Yes.
Now the rest, you can self-educate.
You can self-educate.
You can
Very
choose your own
interesting.
pathway. Yes.
Yes. And I'm gonna continue reading from what you've said on the book, that everyone in this world has a gift or talent inherent in them. However, many find themselves struggling to identify their talents due to factors like environment, education, upbringing, and missed opportunities due to veering off their gift or talent path. So globally, there are quite a number of individuals who've pursued their talents and become successful in life. Your gift will provide a pathway to success almost effortlessly. So gifts have connected individuals to kings, presidents, and owners of capital. Now, as we talk about gifts and talents, I find that especially when I'm going to mentor young people, that they have no idea what their gifts are. I think also in our education system, we always call gifts the things that are not in the books. So, for example, even with the current education system where they're talking about CBC and trying to help young guys, try to find out what they're good at. It's very hard for some people to find out what they're gifted at. And I have had a lot of talks even with people who are now my age or even older who still do not identify what they're good at.
That's a very interesting observation.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually true. There are some factors that I consider are important for you to actually identify your gift.
Mm-hmm.
One, you need to be curious. Curiosity. Those things that interest you, most probably
lie within your gift.
Yeah, they lie within your gift.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, I was interested in matters entrepreneurship. Why your business is falling, and others succeeding.
And you see, what I liked about you is that was very stubborn.
Yes.
Even when you continued, you're like, this question is still lingering in my head.
Yes.
Which means that, there are stubborn things that you can identify as you continue to do your businesses and other things.
Sure.
But there's that one thing that is very, very stubborn that keeps coming back, no matter how many times you refuse to accept them.
And when you actually try it out, it comes almost effortlessly.
Yes.
Then you realize that
that's your gift.
Yeah, that's where you can flow. Like you will find it's just that our environment conditions people differently. You are forced to go to school. You are forced to come to fit in a certain way of thinking or doing things. And when you try, as a kid, kids start flowing in their areas of talent effortlessly. But they are told, no, usifanye hiyo. No, don't do that. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
You can't sing. You have an awful voice. You get?
Yes.
But some of these things continue bothering you.
Yeah.
The difference is between people who identify their gifts, even if it is later in life, they have got that voice that keeps bothering them.
Yeah.
But others have become comfortable.
And that voice has
the step gap,
profession
or career, that they feel so comfortable that they can now not chase their gift. So you'll still be okay.
Does that silence the gift?
It silences. You silence it. The gift, you silence it yourself. Nobody will silence your gift apart from you.
So the more you hear some of the callings and saying that you're interested in this, you're interested in this,
pursue it.
But you're feeling like the more you refuse to go through that, you're silencing that gift.
Yes. But eventually, again, what is interesting is you might refuse to pursue your gift, but God will give it to somebody else. And they will pursue it and they will succeed. And then you say, I wanted to do that.
The funniest thing, I have seen that in my life. Like I have gotten big ideas of doing great things.
Yes.
And I'm like, I've gotten people, I've rounded up people to do this. And I didn't follow it through. The weirdest thing is that I find out later on someone else
did it
successfully.
And you might have even done it better
because you had the idea.
Yes.
So it's important for you to just follow what is in
pursue it as a side hustle.
Yes.
Develop confidence. Eventually follow it to there.
Yes. Now on your way to learning some of the lessons that you got from the street, did those people who started some of the ideas that I've seen, there are a lot of ideas here, the 3 million, when you look at the table of contents, there's a lot.
It's a lot.
There's a Kenyaji Chicken Millionaires, lessons from a street vendor, employees as business partners, budgeting lessons by a matatu driver. I mean, this is huge. Did they thrive, and especially those guys from the street, did they thrive because they were doing something that they're really passionate about?
There's something interesting. Entrepreneurship and farming have always been associated with people who have not done well in academics.
I don't like that.
Yes.
In
our environment. In our environment. Precisely. Majority.
Now, for a
person who didn't do well in school, they realize that now it's do or die. I have to work with my hands. I have to use my brain to be able to succeed, because kitabu ilikata. And these people end up succeeding because they start with the things that they know, which probably lies in their gift. Let me give you an example of the hawkers. You know, some of these hawkers are very good communicators.
Yes.
And they can slice you in terms of knowing this one can afford.
Yes, and this
one cannot afford. Or this one, let me sell this product.
Yes.
And this one, let me sell this product.
Yes.
Have you ever seen that a car with children, they will tend to sell you toys? They can slice the opportunity, those few minutes or few seconds. They know, here I can make a sale. And what is interesting with the hawkers is that some of the wares, they will actually buy them for something like 100 shillings. And they'll sell it to you at 300 or 400 or 500.
Or 1,000 even.
Or even 1,000.
Yeah.
And you will say, no, I don't have 1,000. Why don't you take 600?
Yeah.
What do they say? Later.
Very fast. Before you say no.
Yeah, before you change your mind.
I'm going to give you an example. Last week, it was actually last week, over the weekend.
Yeah.
So I was walking to go see some friends of mine in some hotel. One of the waiters, not the waiters, one of the hawkers, the ones that carry things, I know them because I've been seeing them in my business. I have a few businesses. I've been seeing them over and over again.
Yeah.
So they sell jackets, and so they keep on telling me, "Are you gonna buy? Do you like it? Do you want to try out today?" I've never. I used to think them as a nuisance, but that day, that specific day, they had a beautiful jacket, and I hadn't seen them. So I'm just walking towards the restaurant, and they pass me. They're like, why are you acting like you haven't seen me? I'm like, no, I hadn't seen you. And so he tells me, oh, okay, so I just wanted to say hi. Then I see the jacket. Someone who's never bought.
A hook.
It was a hook.
Just saying hi.
Just saying hi. Even if I didn't buy them many times, I said hi. I bought a jacket immediately.
Look at
I bought a jacket at a certain price. I go home and say, hey, I got a bargain. I bought this. I was like, you guys, we buy it at this amount. Nikapata niligongwa 100%.
Yeah, they make good money. But wanachomwa wanajua, wananyeshewa, they are harassed by askaris.
Yes.
But they make a living. And I've discovered when I was researching for lessons from the streets, those people are persistent because there is money in what they do. And the money they collect enables them to do other things that make them fulfilled in life. You will get that a hawker probably lives in their own house. Probably they have some rentals.
Yes.
It might be a mabati structure.
Oh, yeah.
But they are landlords. You'll get a taxi driver living in their own home. These people belong in some chama.
Yes.
Where they save. They force themselves to save.
Yes.
You in formal employment, you say that this money is so little, the economy is so tough, you cannot save. Those guys are better than us.
They save.
But we don't look at them that way.
Yeah. And does the country actually also look at them? I mean, we've had issues of course, taxes and the government wanted to tax even the SMEs that are really, like, for example, walking around with clothes. But we don't understand how the big business that they do, even when you see them, walking around with this kind of clothes. I have a friend who sells for me shoes there, and from the street, and I sometimes I'm very generous, so I would go and see someone who has been walking around for a while. I'm like, oh, let me motivate them, let me buy something off them and motivate them. So one of them, I bought something and we sat down and we were chatting. He's like, I'm too tired, let me just sit down at your premises and let's talk. I have a restaurant, and so many guys come in there to eat, and so we started talking. He's like, this, I buy a bale every day, I sell it, the remainder of the shoes. Are you hearing this? He sold a whole bale. The remainder of the shoes is what I walk around
to finish. I told you those guys are smart.
I am here supporting you, thinking that
the guys have those guys are liquid and their business is cash.
I was like, wow.
So there is a way of working with informal businesses.
Yes.
You need to motivate them to formalize. Encourage them to form circles, to form organizations that are big enough. And then make taxation so easy and so low that a person will feel guilty of not paying the tax.
Yes.
But when you make it punitive,
no one is gonna
Nobody's
go.
going to comply.
No one is gonna be
because higher taxes people don't pay.
Yeah.
So
Very
there's a way
interesting.
that it can be done.
Yes.
But we need to invest in them first.
Yes.
Yeah, you cannot harvest where you have not invested.
Yes. All right.
So in terms of the Nairobi County,
Mm-hmm.
they need to come up with a program to empower the informal businesses,
Yes.
encourage them to organize like the Matatu Circle.
Yes.
Yes. So that people who operate within this area
Mm-hmm.
are registered. Probably they pay X amount of money on daily basis. Might be 50 shillings or 20 shillings.
Mm-hmm.
But because of the numbers, it is quite something.
Yeah.
And then bring experts to work with them in terms of how they can grow from what they have, or how they can even create other passive income sources that still contributes to economic development. Because the hawker on the street will just continue hawking, but there is a place that they are taking that money.
Yeah.
That money is buying food.
Yeah.
It's paying the indirect tax. Is it called direct tax?
Yeah.
When they buy this, the exercise,
Yes.
whatever that has been done by the... So they are contributing to the economic development.
VAT.
The money that is circulating, money has velocity. It moves from me to you,
Yes.
from you to the other person. And every time it moves, there are taxes that are paid indirectly. So we cannot say that these people 100%
Do not pay
they are
tax.
not paying.
Yeah.
They pay.
Yes. Great stuff. I know that you've learned a lot, and I know that this is why we're here, and you're going to be giving us a few of the steps. And I need you to give me two before we go on a short break. What are the two lessons that you've learned from hustlers of the streets?
Wow. One of the big lessons from hustlers from the street. These are learned from a street vendor who sells fruits, sells tea, sells groundnuts, roasted groundnuts. Is that
Njugu karanga.
Njugu karanga. That goodwill is an asset. And from the same business, if you maintain what we call grit, which is persistence, over a period of time, that business can give you anything that you want. There's this street vendor, the business has been in existence for 30 years. It was started off with the mother, operated it for 15 years. Then when the husband died, the daughter left school in Form 2 or Form 3, and now they were working with the mother because there was no money for school fees. I think it was those times that bursary was not easy to come by.
Yes.
And learning, you remember I was sharing the story of the EBOs and apprenticeship, where you learn in the job.
Yes.
So the daughter learned from the mother.
Yes.
And she inherited the business and operated it for another 15 years. So the business has been in existence for 30 years.
Wow.
What does that mean? That business can actually transit from the first generation
to the second
next.
generation.
What is even more surprising is that the daughter has used the same business to buy a piece of land and build a home for the mom.
Oh.
That is not all. She even bought half an acre of land for her own retirement home. This is a street vendor.
From the streets.
Yes. Where do they learn how to save?
Yeah.
It has been done without credit, no loan.
Wow.
Her income on average is about 5,000 daily.
Yeah.
Monday to Saturday. And kawaida things. Chai.
5,000 daily.
Yes. Njugu karanga.
Yeah. And we're here thinking about
I take tip on the street.
employment.
You cannot get this information if you are detached.
Yes.
Yes.
Very
That
interesting.
was very surprising,
Yeah.
how we treat goodwill.
Yeah.
Because you'll find that majority of the middle class, probably the dad is a doctor or an engineer, and the kids are not interested in medicine or engineering. So what happens? They close the business. Instead of form a company,
Yes.
employ doctors,
Yes.
so that the business continues. Or form a partnership with another doctor who will now be a source of expertise.
Yeah.
Because you are pursuing other things.
Yes.
So there are families that have done this successfully, but many will lose goodwill, will leave goodwill on the table.
Something to ponder about.
Something to ponder about.
Something to ponder about. Let's go back to music. Maisha by Nameless is coming in. After that, we will get more music. Remember, this is Icon Radio, your number one entertainment plug. I want to say what's up to Monique. I can see you, Monique Tundui. You are saying this is very insightful. This is what Money Mondays is all about. It's about insight, especially for entrepreneurs. If you're tuned in, thank you so much for chilling with us. If you have any questions, the hashtag is Money Mondays on Icon Radio. You can also get us on every social media platform, Icon Radio KE, and let us know what you want to ask Mr. Ogutu, who is here, a business coach and a great author. Let's go back to music. Maisha by Nameless.
Wait,
Are you ready for this?
Mko tayari
This
lakini
goes out to all your player
vitunguu
haters.
saumu simwajijua.
Some people will love you, hate you. Some people will always irritate you. Some people will try to play a hater you. Some people will even sabotage you. 'Cause this is my shop. Don't you mess with my shop. 'Cause if you mess with my shop, I will mess with you. Mister, try to pester me. Don't you see you're just a wannabe? Nakwa wale tu saliti. Shake 'em at the end. Now you wanna play a hater me. Now you wanna irritate me. Now you wanna be my enemy. Say, 'cause this is my shop. Don't you mess with my shop. 'Cause if you mess with my shop, I will mess with you. Pip, songa kando. It looks like you cannot handle. It takes two to tango. Me and you, baby, on the dance floor. Sister, what's the matter? Don't you want to gata? Sister, what's the matter? Hey, yo, Isa, pasta kabasi,
Ati nini?
I said pasta kabasi,
Alo, wewe sikuhisi lakini unasemaje?
pasta kabasi,
Pasta safari, pasta safari.
hey, pasta kabasi,
Nakuhisi sasa alo. Unanichukia na kuchukia pia mara mbili zaidi, hunilishi univishi, hunipatii mimi chakula jioni, hunipatii mimi chakula asubuhi. Ninawapa muziki lakini vile nawapa hamunihisi, basi inanibidi nikiwapa muziki niwape muziki hivi. Ninawapa muziki lakini vile nawapa hamunihisi, basi inanibidi nikiwapa muziki niwape muziki hivi.
Don't you mess with my shop. 'Cause if you mess with my shop, I will mess with you. 'Cause this is my shop. Don't you mess with my shop. 'Cause if you mess with my
Mina like chopper, vile roll like chopper. Mina sipeleka bang, mina sipeleka bang. Mina like chopper, vile roll like chopper.
Lubis ni mchizi, mini msanii toka sio. Kiki sishikiki, stishiki na vitisho. Enda job na jeans, juu nimevalia kisho. Na tangu kitambo mi uwa ivo ivo. MCs wanajiduu kumbe wana hata do. Dos mefanya ti watu mapembe siklo. Napenda kujigamba na kumbe wana flow. Traffic haitabamba mzee ya basi mwono nenda slow. Nairobi ukisteki basi jota kutado. Utakutwa na mkutisa ukitoka kanibo. Tuma kwenye kichwa mzee ya atidu.
Mina sipeleka bang, kuki sipeleka bang. Mina like chopper, mina like chopper. Mina like chopper, mina like chopper. Mina like chopper, mina like chopper. Mina sipeleka bang, kuki sipeleka bang. Mina like chopper, mina like chopper. Mina like chopper, mina like chopper. Mina like chopper, mina like chopper.
Cruise ndani ya 4x4. Naenda kupiga show, CDs na makaso. Mfuko nimesota mzee ya Johnny kona show. Lakini haina no my hope mzee ya uko po. Wakati ikwa player tukapuka imenibo. Shati twende kazi wacha Johnny wapeleke show. Wacha ni wa show jinsi ya kumekdo. Stage nikifika nipe mbili za photo. Cheki mafoto. Cheki hizo macho jo mzee ya utasema bora tu nifike mzee ya nipige show.
Mina sipeleka bang, kuki sipeleka bang. Mina like chopper, mina like chopper. Mina like chopper, mina like chopper. Mina like chopper, mina like chopper. Mina sipeleka bang, kuki sipeleka bang. Mina like chopper, mina like chopper. Mina like chopper, mina like chopper. Mina like chopper, mina like chopper.
Wanasemanga mina katu mse wa mtaani kama sina chapa. Wengine wanasemanga mina katu kajama haiwezi kuwa star. Watu wanasemanga mina katu mse wa mtaani kama sina chapa. Wengine wanasemanga mina katu kajama haiwezi kuwa star.
Mina like chopper, mina like chopper. Mina like chopper, mina like chopper. Mina like chopper, mina sipeleka bang, kuki sipeleka bang. Mina like chopper, vile roll like chopper. Mina sipeleka bang, mina sipeleka bang. Mina like chopper, vile roll like chopper. Chopper, 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 chopper. Chopper, 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 chopper,
I hope you enjoyed that Chopper song. Hey, everybody loves Chopper. Doobie is right there. Play right here on Icon Radio, number one entertainment plug. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's Mondays. Hang out with me, Kang'ethe Njoroge, and Mr. Vicent Ogutu. One of my favorite business coaches, and as well as an author of the book that we are looking at today, Lessons from the Street, The Art of Money. I'm going to be reading some of the major quotes that are on the book, and I love this one. When you play it too safe, you're taking the biggest risk of your life. Time is the only wealth we are given. When you play it too safe, you're taking the biggest risk of your life. Time is the only wealth we're given. Barbara Shah. Very interesting. That time is the only wealth we're given. It reminds me of the Bible when I think it's Solomon, King Solomon, when he said that the race is not for the swift, but time and chance happens to us all. Do you feel that there is an urgency, especially for people in the street, when they're really working hard? Do they have that as their motto? Did you see that as some of the things that they look at when they're working?
They take their chances because one good thing about one driver of entrepreneurs on the street
Yes.
is that they have mastered the art of selling,
Mm-hmm.
and they are always doing cash business,
Mm-hmm.
and they close most of their tables.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's on the road, the hawker will see a car probably with a family and children, and they will try and sell you toys.
Or they will go to the kids, and then
Yeah,
the
they
kids
go
will
to
start crying.
they start crying. Yes, yeah, something like that.
Yes.
Or they will find is a female who is driving, or there are a number of females there. They'll start selling fruits because people need to go home with something.
Yes, yes. They're hungry.
So, yes. So they are very intentional. So they take their chances. And fear is not part of their grammar or vocabulary. It's because with every person I make contact,
Yes.
I either sell or gain experience. So you're either exchanging money or it is a no. They never get annoyed or anything.
Yes.
They say maybe atanunua kesho. They move to the next.
I mean, like the idea, like what I was telling you, like this guy has been telling me to buy something from them, and I never did for the longest time. I think it's been years.
Yes.
But I made a sale finally.
Finally.
Yes.
Yes, because they know you. You might not remember them.
Yes.
But
they know you.
they know you.
Yeah.
But chances are, again, that you might not meet the same hawker twice or thrice.
Yeah.
Unless they are stationed at the same place every time.
Yes.
Yes. Another great lesson that I've learned from the hawkers is collaboration. These people operate under chamas where they save daily.
They save daily.
Yes.
Yes.
That is their insurance. Probably if something were to happen and their goods were to be taken away, tomorrow they will be on the same spot with other wares. Where do they get the money? Chama that they saved.
Yes.
So they don't joke around.
Yes.
That's their lifeline.
Yeah.
That's a key lesson
Yeah.
I also learned from this.
Yeah. Collaboration. Yeah. Have you seen also that in your quest to be an entrepreneur and in your entrepreneur journey, how collaboration has really impacted your business?
Collaboration is key. Actually, one of the reasons I started Entrepreneurs Corner was to bring entrepreneurs under one ecosystem, so that if you're looking for a graphic designer, there is somebody that people have worked with within, and they can always refer. It's somebody we know, so that people say that, oh, somebody did me character development or this. So we try to eliminate some of that. We have lawyers within Entrepreneurs Corner.
Yes.
We have doctors. We have dentists.
Yeah.
So anything you want, if you ask in Entrepreneurs Corner, you will get help.
What I've seen with many people in terms of entrepreneurs, they feel like when they collaborate, they're competing.
No. That's the wrong way of looking at
Yes.
things.
Yes.
Actually, collaboration is superior to competition.
Yes.
Because I'll give you an example. Let's assume that you are a maize farmer and you have 6,000 bags. 6,000
bags.
And there's a tender. They want 20,000 bags. You can't supply. What if you are to collaborate with other maize farmers? Bring 4,000 bags, another 3,000 bags, another 7,000 bags. And let's look at it like a form of temporary partnership. So the amount of your contribution will be equivalent to what you will get in exchange.
Yes.
Will this farmer be able to supply? Yes, because he's collaborating.
Yes.
But alone, he can't.
He can't.
So collaboration is actually power.
Yes.
And that's why you'll find that Somalis and Asians beat majority of the other local enterprises.
Yes.
Because if he doesn't have something, instead of saying sina hakuna, he'll say, wait a minute.
Let
You
me
will make a
ask-
phone call
Yes.
and it will come,
Yeah.
or they will send an employee
Yes.
to come and pick the customer and take them to the business. That is
And-
collaboration.
And they're not jealous.
They are
of
not
each other.
jealous. Again, have you ever known that pesa ni watu?
Yes. Watu ni pesa. Watu ndio pesa.
Watu ndio pesa. if you follow the flow of people, you're actually following the flow of money.
Yes.
Look at it. All the matatu terminais, anywhere you see them. Let's talk of bus station. From bus station, close by, is there a petrol station?
Yes.
Are there M-Pesa shops?
Yes.
Are there restaurants close by?
Yes.
Are they making money?
Yes, they are.
They're making very big money. Yeah. And let's assume that they are going for long distance, where they will stop. There will be a petrol station.
Yes.
Where there's parking, there's a restaurant, there's an M-Pesa,
yes,
and there's a small supermarket where if you had forgotten
something
things
that you need to carry,
carrying, yes, you can comfortably buy.
So
we need to work in collaboration. You don't need to be competing with everybody.
Yes.
Yes. So look at what you can do best. There might be other restaurants, but if you are to specialize into a specific food offering, let's say just fish and ugali only, and let the others do chips and all the other things. Will you have your own customers? Yes. Those who only want fish and
ugali.
Yes.
But there are those who will say, I want fries. And
now, if they want fries, you can actually order from the next restaurant. It's a sale.
Yes.
And it's a sale for you too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Collaboration.
Yes. It's key.
So we grow together, you know? Yeah. Great stuff. What's the other lesson you've learned?
The other lesson that I've learned is innovative problem solving. Problems will always be there. But how well can you solve it in a very efficient way, probably less cost, and that leaves your customers or the people who are experiencing the need or the pain feeling fulfilled.
Yes.
It might be something so small, like we all wear clothes. There are people who fit their clothes. They go to a specific tailor. And the tailor knows how to select materials that resonate with the customers. And they come up with the designs that express the personality of their clients.
Yes.
When they wear wherever they are, when they are told you are very smart, what do they feel?
They
feel good.
Yes.
And they know that tailor
is a good one.
It's a good one.
So they'll come back. That one.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's a great lesson.
Innovative
problem solving.
Yeah. Is that one of the ingredients of being a great entrepreneur?
Yes.
I feel like the other problem that has been in entrepreneurship is, especially in Kenya, is you open a studio here today.
Yes.
Tomorrow, the same place, someone else is going to open a studio.
It is not wrong. There's something in entrepreneurship called have you ever heard that if you need any spare, go to Kirinyaga Road?
Yes.
Have you heard that?
I've been there.
Yes. So it works for your business, because if other studios start cropping up, it means that anyone who needs a studio has to come to that road. What does it do? More customers are able to come, and you never miss business.
Oh, because they know that this is a spot for getting everything that you need.
Yes, it's like going to, what is this place that they have mbuzi?
Kiamaiko.
Yes, Kiamaiko. Yes. You want mbuzi?
Go to Kiamaiko.
You will get. So if you want to sell mbuzi or you want to buy mbuzi, you know.
So it's not a bad thing necessarily.
It's not. That's a collaboration. Because it all works in terms of you can do volumes. Because the shops or the service providers are on the same
street.
And you know each other.
And we can tell each other, hey, leo biashara imekuwa mbaya.
Yes.
Biashara is good today.
Great.
Great stuff. You can give us one more before we go on a short break.
One more is, it is not how much you earn. It's how much you keep. I learned this from a matatu driver.
It's not how much you earn, it's how much you keep.
Yes. What percentage of what you earn that you've actually kept for yourself. I took a trip by a matatu driver. I had a lot of time from Kitengela to Kangundo. No, from Kitengela to Machakos, and then Machakos to Kangundo. I didn't know that the same matatu will end up in Kangundo So what happened is that when it filled up, he gave some 200 or something to the stage. At that stage, they are paying for the SACCO contribution.
Yes.
And they are also paying their own contribution to the SACCO as the driver.
Yes.
And it
leaves.
leaves. And they've also paid for the stage.
Yes.
So as it gets to Machakos, when it is filling, the same repeats. So they're actually saving per trip.
Wow.
Yeah. And nowadays, matatus will not just wait, pick people, take and pick and take. They have designed their routes in such a way that they maximize the flow of people. Like people will flow from Kitengela to Machakos, from Machakos to Tala or Kangundo, and from Tala or Kangundo to Nairobi. Are you finding that they are not going back the same route? They are following the flow of people.
Yes.
Which is very innovative.
It's very innovative.
And they are saving with every trip.
Yes.
So in a day, you would have saved something like 400 or 500.
Yeah. I think in this country, we need lessons of saving. Even for kids in schools, I think that entrepreneurship should be a must. I feel like entrepreneurship should be a must because the other day I realized that TVET is removing entrepreneurship from the government is removing entrepreneurship from TVET
That
courses.
is ill-advised.
I was like, what do you mean?
That's ill-advised.
How are you removing entrepreneurship courses from TVET? These people go there to learn a very good skill. Mostly they will not get employed.
What lacks? Because do you know that we have a shortage of plumbers in this country?
No, I didn't know.
You did know?
Yeah,
we have a shortage of plumbers.
Yes.
And if you wanted to strike it big in a career that is fulfilling, plumbing is one of it. If smell does not irritate you.
Yeah.
Yes. Because solving a small problem, you can actually charge 3,000.
Yes.
And people will pay because they want the smell to go away.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. But how come we had a shortage?
Because people think
people thought that it is not a very good job. But it's very rewarding. There is a chap I know who started off as a plumber and he would be called on short notice. If you want him to come now, this is the charge. If it can wait until tomorrow, this is the charge. Are you getting that? So innovative problem solving. Now he has a hardware.
Yes.
And he has employed other plumbers.
Yes.
To serve.
Yes. Great stuff. When we come back, I'm very interested in something I can see here. The employees as business partners. I think that something.
That was a great lesson. That was a great lesson.
That is something I'd like to hear. Let's go back to music. Isaac Blackman is coming with a song To the Ceiling. I've actually missed this song. Thank you, Mr. Producer, for this. To the Ceiling, Isaac Blackman playing right here on Icon Radio, your number one entertainment plug.
Well, it's me, I give it. It is happening again. Girl, I come and take away all my pain. Though I have to say I love you. Hey, it is happening again. Girl, I come and take away all my pain. Though I got to say I love you. Tell me get jumping up to the ceiling. What a wonderful feeling. Got you
It's time for business on Money Mondays with Kang'ethe and Njoroge.
Inaitwanga domino. But of course. Shipuka. Vicent. Nani Enrace. Shu. Zinatiririka. Shu. Maana zimekubalika. Shu. Zimetiririka. Zimekubalika. Basi twende. Mziki lazima kwa damu non-stop ni vile ni tamu na hapa hakuna tapombe haramu tushitangamusha warembo watatu wa kamu kengoma ni bomba wesonga ni sita wegonge yagonga tuko tambele wase Nairobi Kampala Bongo Masela wase let's go na mola nomso supu kamtu kitupoa ndaksho yani mfupi mkia ni refu yani mfupi ni mia marezi na supu akijidaye mjanja selemea mia moja mimi bado napata na kama hiyo ndiyo alikuwa nafuata biti ilikuwa ndani mazamila litaka shu zinatiririka shu maana zimekubalika shu zimetiririka zimekubalika basi twende nina morali lakini sija nimerelax tu na kwa dance floor ni after hapo kwa beda sinikute tu sa nimelipuka na sajuti na shipuka imeshashika na imeiva level 1 nimemada sa mimi naenda level 2 sikia la mpusi mbet askize we muache juu lazima atavunja tu aliye juu si mgozi ashuke we pada ngazi umpite huko tu nigege tu kwa tu patunite pe ashu kwa shu mimi ndio nafanya unahepanga kwenyu unaenda club ataka una ashu kwa shu zinatiririka shu kwa shu maana zimekubalika shu zimetiririka zimekubalika basi twende tu kwa tu ikibamba basi twende nimejitahidi mistoki kama kawaida nikiingia mistoki watangoja sana wakemba tutuki bado ninazidi kutata kama busha hewa wanapata nothing out of 10 na shu kwa shu jingoma zetu zote siko tu nikienrezi na visita na nishipuka so she's too get any bad man set a hair bad man raise we taking over for sure music if it crazy y'all them know we fresh for real pop them champagne will pay the bill give me some vodka give me the Johnny Walker give me tequila take a gal do your thing and ensure you don't kill her listen I don't play with the chick in the club stop man kize una cheesy shu zinatiririka shu maana zimekubalika shu zimetiririka zimekubalika basi twende ikibamba basi twende shu zinatiririka shu maana zimekubalika shu zimetiririka zimekubalika basi twende ikibamba basi twende I told you man that's what it is yeah had you haters talking yeah shit moved up yeah it's the best yeah I forgot it's been sticks get crazy that's the deal that's what it is that's the deal
Of course, the song is by Kang'ethe. And I'm hoping that you're having a great time here on Icon Radio, #1 entertainment. Like, hang out with me, Kang'ethe and Njoroge. And my co-host today is Vicent Ogutu, the writer and business coach in Kenya. And today we're discussing about lessons from the streets, some of the things that he learned when he was writing the book, Lessons from the Streets, The Art of Money. And before we went on the break, we've been discussing about one thing that, that has, I have seen is called employees as business partners. And one thing that has been written on this part is a majority of employees are actually disengaged in their roles, according to a study in the United States of America on employee relationship trends reported by Gallup survey in 2020. What do you mean? Majority of employees are actively disengaged
That is
in their
true.
roles.
Yeah, that is true, and that happens when the organization goals and personal goals
Are not meeting.
aligned.
Yes.
So for this employee to be motivated,
Yes.
there needs to be a way, or the employee needs to have the mindset that first you need to realize that you actually need this job
Yes.
for you to achieve your
Goals.
personal goals.
Yes.
So you start looking at that opportunity to work as a very big opportunity for you to get fulfilled.
Yes.
Then that way you will be actively engaged. Yes.
Okay. So they want their goals to flow with the company's goals.
Yeah, the company's goals. For example, if you are in sales and you have been given targets, first you need to recognize that you actually need that job. If you are from the school of thought that you actually need that job, you'll treat it differently as opposed to thinking that the employer is the one who needs you, and you don't need the employer.
Yes.
It's a symbiotic relationship. I'll give you an example of most successful salons. You'll realize that the employees are actually not employed.
Yeah, and is that where you got that?
Yeah, that's
notion
where I
that-
actually got that idea that employees can actually be your business partners.
Yes.
When they realize that you're giving them an opportunity to earn, they start treating that opportunity with respect.
Yes.
And in the process, you as the business owner, you also earn in the process. They start treating customers well, knowing that customers are what brings in revenue.
And I like that. And right now, when I'm hiring, I always want to sit down with someone and ask them, so where are you going? What's your goal in the end?
Sure.
So that I know that when we are starting to work together, we're working towards something that is of value to you and is of value to me. Because I wouldn't want to employ someone who is very disgruntled and is not feeling.
Another point, when you consider them as business partners,
Yes.
there is that aspect of accountability
Yes.
and openness.
Yes.
So when they know every client that you serve, if the client pays X amount, this percentage is due to you, and the other percentage is due to
Actually,
them.
that was a
And
question.
it works.
That was the question I wanted to find out.
Works.
How do you make them partners? And of course, you talked about percentages where you give them, you can say, after this percentage, this is yours, this is mine. I'm selling this at this. If you want to sell it at a higher price, it's yours. I don't know. Does that work? How do you make
The prices are more or less already fixed.
Yes.
For example, if you go to a salon to do a blowout or blow dry, whatever, there's X amount. So whoever does it, any employee who does that, X amount is what the client pays.
Yes.
And it is reflected in the records. So the employee knows already that nimefanya kazi and
This
already
is my cut.
this is my cut.
Yeah.
Whether it will be paid weekly or at the end of the month. So that means
So
that
they
any
will
employee
work
that comes
so
into
hard.
every customer that comes into the business
Yes.
is treated well so that they can come back.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah.
But also there's a problem as well with that. What I've seen, and I don't know how you'll take this, where you've given the job to an employee. So many people trust that employee; it becomes almost their business, and they're able to run away with your client.
No, that is dishonesty.
I've
This
seen that so many times.
This is an old thing, and it keeps on recurring.
Yes.
Yeah. We need to operate under some ethics. Yes. And you cannot steal from somebody and expect that
To
nobody
grow.
will not steal from you.
Yes.
It carries over.
Karma.
Yeah.
Karma.
Yeah,
knows
just
every
do
house.
ethical business,
Yes.
and you'll have a name and operate over a long period of time.
Yes. Yes.
Because immediately you start monkey business, you have no future.
It
Monkey
will,
business has no future.
It will always come to you.
It will come back to you. Yes.
Very interesting.
Because another aspect of maybe looking at it,
Mm-hmm.
why are they doing monkey business? Because probably they are living above
Their means.
their means. So they have to look for ways to cover the gap.
Yeah.
Let's just face reality.
Yeah.
Call yourself for a meeting and know that, okay, yes, this is how much I can afford, and my lifestyle has to be
this way
within.
Yeah.
And then the monkey business will be gone. Yes.
Okay. I'm very interested with the Kienyeji chicken millionaires.
That was so interesting. You know, there are aspects in theory that you never get to see until you come across them. The Kienyeji chicken in Kenya, majority of the farmers are small holders.
Small scale.
Yes. But you know, Kienyeji chicken is in very high demand.
Yeah.
So what has happened? There are people who have seen the opportunity of aggregation. So they will collect Kienyeji chicken from different farmers and transport them to the market.
Okay.
You get?
Yes.
So a person might actually employ himself within the village, for example, get chicken at, let's say, 500 or 600 from every farmer and sell it at 800. The first transaction. The person who collects it at 800 puts them in a pickup and sells them maybe for 1,200 in Nairobi, and probably supply now people who are doing value addition, kuchinja, or whatever. So there are guys who are actually making money from just doing that. They don't have chicken, but they are within that value chain. They have contacts within the villages that they will come buy all the stock that has been assembled. So the money is left. He carries the chicken, it comes to Nairobi. He starts to distribute this market, that market, and that. And that's what they do from January to December. Yes. Great business.
Very
great business. And it's cash business.
It's cash business.
Yes.
It's not at the give me cash, I give you products.
It's like the boda.
Yes.
You know, I was surprised. There was a time I was in Githurai. This is where I came up with the 3 million a day. Do you know there are more than 3,000 bodas
in Githurai? 3,000? 3,000.
And each makes an average of 1,000 daily. If those individuals were able to organize themselves in some circle, they can be the biggest circle and the most liquid circle we can ever have in the country.
Oh, yeah.
Cash business. With that, 3 million daily. Can they operate a petrol station?
They can.
Can they operate a supermarket?
They can.
They will employ the graduates from the university.
Yes.
Na ukiiba tunakufunga. There are opportunities in Kenya.
I am just shocked. There are very many opportunities we have.
Yes.
There are very many opportunities.
Interesting.
When we come back, you're going to let us know about what your last lessons are from and some of the things that you have learned as well. Apart from, learning from these lessons, what can we take home about small businesses and street businesses that is very important for us as human beings, and even for us as entrepreneurs, that when we see these small businesses and not to look at them, in a way that does not reflect.
Sure.
And even for the government to think of how we can support them. I like the hustler funds.
I've actually suggested that in the book.
Yes.
How there is a position, there is a role of informal businesses in the economy. Because apart from providing services and goods, they are also consumers. And they contribute towards creating employment. They contribute towards consumption of goods and services, which drive the economy. You'll be surprised that we have a lot of supermarkets around.
Yeah.
But do you know that the small dukas and kiosks, in terms of turnover, they outstrip the supermarkets? All of them.
Yeah.
And it's cash business.
Yes.
So if you are a manufacturer
in
the food chain and you're able to have the informal entrepreneurs as part of your outlets.
Yes.
You are in direct money, cash business.
Awesome. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to talk to us so we can answer them for you. Let's go back to music when we come back. It's a short break because when we're coming back, you come back to end the show. It's 10 minutes towards the top of the hour, and I am so sad. Time has gone this way. But we'll be back shortly with our goodbyes.
Kila unapopita hiyo shingo itapinda, na ukiniita sitadinda, kwani ni wewe tu, hakuna mwingine, ni wewe tu, vile ukisheki wanipa hiyo funga, you know this must be true. Hata nikiba with my fattest crew, ukipita lazima tutaweka mikono juu. Basi shake hiyo nanda, usiogope ni Habib na Manga. Shake hiyo nanda, usiogope ni Habib na Manga. Nasema moyo wa dunda, roho ya umma, kichwa cha umma, dada ukipita wanipa hacho fever. Moyo wa dunda, roho ya umma, kichwa cha umma, dada ukipita wanipa hacho fever. Vipi dada, jina langu ni Manga. Rhyme bado hot, rhyme bado za bamba, na kucheki juu paka chini. I like it what I see, baby girl, do you feel me? Kutoka the first time nilikucheki nilijua you be mine, nikiamua umenibamba na kukupata nitafanya chochote unachotaka. Usiku silali, chakula sikuli, wote wakutaka ni adui. Umenishika na ninasita kila unapopita, na siwezi nita, huu ndio mwanzo, mambo bado, haters wote wako songa kando. Huu ndio mwanzo, mambo bado, haters wote wako songa kando. Nasema moyo wa dunda, roho ya umma, kichwa cha umma, dada ukipita wanipa hacho fever. Moyo wa dunda, roho ya umma, kichwa cha umma, dada ukipita wanipa hacho fever. Sijui nini wanipa, lakini vile wanipa yashika. Dada ukipita wanipa fever. Sijui nini wanipa, lakini vile wanipa yashika. Dada ukipita wanipa fever. Moyo wa dunda, wanipa fintiva. 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 Nasema moyo wa dunda, roho ya umma, kichwa cha umma, dada ukipita wanipa hacho fever. Moyo wa dunda, roho ya umma, kichwa cha umma, dada ukipita wanipa hacho fever.
Voice production.
Oh, Habib the Manga. I miss these guys. I don't know where they went to. And it's playing right here on the place, on the station that plays with the very best of Kenyan and African music. It is Icon Radio, #1 entertainment plug. Thank you so much for tuning in. Kang'ethe Njoroge with you on Mondays. I am so sad. We are almost 5 minutes to the top of the hour, and I am sad. Yani, this has been such a great show, as it always is every single Monday. And you can always catch up with us. Listen every single Monday, 7 p.m. p.m. to 9 p.m. I'm always hosting amazing entrepreneurs just as they speak about their journey. Thank you so much, Vincent. If you just joined us, Vincent is a coach, a business coach, and also an author. And one of his latest books is Lessons from the Street, The Art of Money. I am so glad that you came, and I've learned a lot today. What is that one thing that you want to leave your listener with, and especially me and the person listening to you right now?
Yeah, one very great thing is that we need to start thinking about problem solving. Use our talents, use our skills to solve problems and make life a better place.
Yes.
If you can solve the accommodation problem, housing problem, it doesn't matter whether it's a mabati 10 by 10. It doesn't matter if it is a single room.
Yes.
10 by 10. People need accommodation.
Yes.
They need housing.
Yes.
People need food. If you can have a way of solving a problem, you'll actually make life better.
Yes.
And also make life better for yourself.
Yes. Yes. Oh, great. So, if you have not learned anything today, first of all, I've learned a lot. I've learned about saving. I've learned about collaboration. I've learned about and employees as business partners. I've learned about a lot. Collaboration, saving, a lot. And I am very grateful. If you'd like to learn more of this, please grab a book, Lessons from the Street, The Art of Money. Where can they get the book?
They can get the book from Nuria. Nuria Bookshop is in town.
Nuria Bookshop.
Yeah, it is in town.
It's in town.
It is at Bazaar Plaza.
Yes.
11th floor.
11th floor.
Yes.
They can deliver because they
deliver.
deliver to me at my office. How,
Yes.
how do they deliver?
Yeah, you can give them a call. Their
Yes.
number is 07
07
29
0729.
07. Let me
Just check.
Let me just check it.
So you don't give us a wrong number.
Yeah.
It's a great
0729
book. 0729
829
829
697.
697. Also 729 829 697 is how you get the book. And more other books. I am really going to enjoy this book. I can't wait to read it. It's going to be
I'll gift you this one.
Sacked. So what? The power of hope and action. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy. I'm going to be reading that as well. It's been real. Thank you so much for coming. And you over there being with us and listening. I hope you've learned a lot. I want to thank everybody of you who've been tuned in. I cannot mention all of you by the name. Entrepreneurship Corner family, thank you so much for tuning in. Monique, thank you so much for tuning in. Phil, Bobby, Christina, all of you, thank you so much. And I've seen your messages. Thank you so much for tuning in. Still next week, same place, same time. For me, it's peace and adios until next week. Enjoy the rest of the show. Remember to hang out with Myra tomorrow in the morning. She's gonna have a great time with you right here on Icon Radio. Do not touch this dial.
Nasty Thomas, Colonel Mustafa, Ogopa DJs, 20 Kazi, ma. Iye mama, kidogo tu, iye mama. Iye mama, kidogo tu, iye mama. Chinyau nyau hawa, ndogo ndogo, wanataka nini? Moto moto, wapewe vitu zao. Chinyau nyau hawa, ndogo ndogo, wanataka nini? Moto moto, wapewe vitu zao. Onyango shika dem, kamata, iye mama. Mazee umanzi anapenda kunitoanisha, nikisota atapika ni fujo kwa nyumba. We ndogo ndogo anataka kwenda shopping South Africa, German, si Nairobi. Wacha basi nikupe ngiri 10. Shika kwanza inyama tumizi, kabla mambo yangu haja kwa kamili. Dada sijalala siku mbili napiga dili. We kinyau nyau unapenda kunitesa tu. Leo ni phone viatu pia na hipster blue. Zote hizo unataka ununuliwe tu, na usiku unakaza kwenda out tu. Mimi nitagoja hiyo kako mpaka round 2. Na ikifika nitaimanga tu kwa hamu. Nitaimanga tu kwa hamu. Na ikifika nitaimanga tu kwa hamu. Chinyau nyau hawa, ndogo ndogo wanataka nini? Moto moto, wapewe vitu zao. Chinyau nyau hawa, ndogo ndogo wanataka nini? Moto moto, wapewe vitu zao. Onyango shika dem, kamata. Iye mama Kinyau anasema apewe gari na nyumba ya gorofa kule pwani. Okay shika, pesa si shida. Mimi ni simba najua kile na winda. Mvumilivu hula mbivu ngoja ifike usiku takiona cha moto. Wewe mtoto Kinyau wa Mombasa anapenda sana raha. Na yule wa Kisumu anapenda kunywa bia. Wa Nairobi anapenda kunipigia kila time ananiambia nitoe mpango. Wakati wa baridi anapenda kunywa chai. Na wakati wa joto anapenda kula ice cream. Apewa anachotaka ndo siku nikitaka pia mimi nitapata kile nachokitaka. Apewa anachotaka ndo siku nikitaka pia mimi nitapata kile nachokitaka. Kinyau hawa ndogo wanataka nini? Moto moto wapewe vitu zao. Kinyau hawa ndogo wanataka nini? Moto moto wapewe vitu zao. Kinyau hawa ndogo wanataka nini? Moto moto wapewe vitu zao. Kinyau hawa ndogo wanataka nini? Moto moto wapewe vitu zao. Anasema anataka mali yangu, anasema anataka vitu zangu, anasema anataka phone na anataka gari alafu ndio awe wangu. Anasema anataka mali yangu, anasema anataka vitu zangu, anasema anataka phone na anataka gari alafu ndio awe wangu. Anasema anataka mali yangu, anasema anataka vitu zangu, anasema anataka phone na anataka gari alafu ndio awe wangu. Anasema anataka mali yangu, anasema anataka vitu zangu, anasema anataka phone na anataka gari alafu ndio awe wangu. Ndogo wanataka nini? Moto moto wapewe vitu zao. Kinyau hawa ndogo wanataka nini? Moto moto wapewe vitu zao.
Kulia story yangu ile ulisikia na ile message ulisoma kwa simu, mystery ilitoka wapi? Nadhani maadui wangu waliniseti, mapenzi yetu yaishe kweli. Hey baby, kuna kitu mimi nataka kusema, niamini nikikwambia I need you. Hey baby, kuna kitu mimi nataka kusema,
nikikwambia I love you je t'aime. Uko na vitu mimi nazipenda sana, nikikuangalia baby nasikia kulia. Tabia yako kweli mia nivutia, na ile lipstick ulipata kwa shati yangu misjui ilitoka wapi? Nadhani maadui wangu waliniseti, mapenzi yetu yaishe kweli.
Hey baby, kuna kitu mimi nataka kusema, niamini nikikwambia I need you. Hey baby, kuna kitu mimi nataka kusema,
It's time for business on Money Mondays with Kang'ethe.